Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Mermaid Mask. First of all, I want to apologise for the sound quality of the first two episodes. When I came to edit them, I realised that for some reason the game volume was really low. So I sort of went in the editing suite and manually tried to raise the volume of all the character dialogue so you could hear it. Which it was the best I could do in the circumstances. It wasn't a perfect solution and it probably didn't sound as good as it would otherwise. I tried to play around a little more with the in-game settings, and I've had to actually raise the default volume of the game through OBS above what it is naturally. Just even at 100% volume, the voices still felt a bit quiet to me. Hopefully it's going to be better from now on, but again, I might have to sort of tweak it potentially a little bit more after watching this episode. But anyway, let's continue. So we've talked to Marianne. It's Marianne, isn't it? Let's have a look around her room. We've got a pinboard here.
It's a pinboard.
It is a pinboard. Let's look closer. Drag the pieces of paper into the correct position. Correct position for what? Just where their rooms are? Okay. Well, right now we're here, aren't we? His little dream thing is there, isn't it? She is also here now. As is Sally. Now, we haven't met some of these people yet. No. We're all in the bowels of the ship, aren't we? There. He has the next room over, I believe. Again, we haven't gone there yet. He was found here, wasn't he? These guys' room is there, I think. I think she's here. The child's room, I think, was there. I think her room is there. We haven't been in there yet. Is that right?
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each of the suspects, one of Mortuga, and one of us too. Each one needs to be moved to the right place on the board.
No shit, Sherlock. But I might need to... Yeah, like I said, some of these rooms I haven't visited yet, so... I might just need to... If I
I'll
go
do
back...
this later.
Yeah. We actually look at the map. Yeah, so... They're not... Yeah, so there's... I think that's where Cynthia is. That's the control room. That's where those two guys are. The child's room is next to the murder room.
It's a pinboard.
Oh, God, it's reset. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Mortuga was there. I mean, is it at the time of the murder? Because I don't know why we're there. We're all there at the moment, so I'm just going to put us back there. He's in his little dream thing. He's here. So that's the mess hall. That's the something, I think. Not exactly sure.
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each one needs to be moved to the right...
Yeah, I mean, I know. I know. I mean, let's come back to this later. Not quite sure what it's asking me to do. In terms of where the rooms are, I'm pretty sure that's right.
That's not it.
Looks like the
The
board.
shape looks familiar.
Of course. Remember Mariana's diary?
We'll come back later.
Alright, a diary, huh? I don't actually, because we haven't looked at that yet. So maybe this is
Big
it.
traveler's backpack. It smells like...
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Oh, silkworm map. A square of parchment found in the cargo hold. It's been folded up and tied with string. Governor's Manor, Town Hall. So, silkworm on sea. Okay, so it's like got a main road there. That's the harbour. Seafoam harbour. Stone Top Inn. Fortuna Hall. Governor's Manor. Town Hall, the Silkworm Spectator, Mr. Gripp's Emporium, Drummond Shipyard, Lighthouse. Okay. Alright, family tree or relationship tree really. So we've got Solomon Stonetop down to Selena Stonetop, down to Felicia Stonetop, who's the one who was dating, or in some kind of relationship with Magnus, who's the dead guy. Now, interestingly, the Mayor and Felicia are linked here with James Dusk, who's the writer, Werman, coming off there. But did they have? Did Dusk and Felicia have a child? Fellow daughter, theatre owner, daughter adopted, Felix. Okay. All right. Do I have her diary in evidence? Yeah, maybe if I click on her. I'm not quite sure what this was. I thought it was a timeline. I'm not. Oh, I think it's the order in which people joined the submarine. What that is. Alright, let's keep having a look around here.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar. It's a big traveler's.
When you're done. There's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Same thing.
I can barely move these barrels. Oh, they must be full of something heavy.
Actually, I think they're empty.
Oh. Well, wood is heavy. It's a pizza oven.
No, it's a furnace. For heating the submarine.
Right. But you could put a pizza in there.
We get vaporized fairly quickly, but sure.
That's a fire hazard. This whole room is a fire hazard.
A submarine can't burn down. It's underwater.
Is that soil?
I thought it was coal. You know, for the furnace.
There's a twig on the floor.
Oh, maybe it's a dowsing rod. You know, for fighting water.
Sure.
Cool for that on a submarine.
I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no milk.
Hardcore.
It's a little mirror.
It could do with a polish.
You could do with a polish.
Alright, well, let's move on. I'm not quite sure what this one is asking me to do.
It's a pinboard. Nope.
So each one needs to be moved to the right.
Unless it's order of people arrived in, like oldest, but we don't know that yet because I've not
We'll
spoken
come
to
back
someone.
later.
So let's come back to that later anyway. Let's move on to... yeah, so I don't know, yeah. That's Gripp, isn't it, there? That is Tadpole's room. We've not spoken to her yet either. And then there's the Bilge, I think. But let's go into have a chat with Gripp. I think he's like an employee. Maybe he's like the second mate or something. Engine. Okay. Well, why don't we talk to him first, and then we'll have a look around.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
What on earth are you doing?
Aha! Customers! Come in, and welcome to Mr. Gripp's Emporium.
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Gripp.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I don't think I said that.
Here at Mr. Gripp's, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea too vast, no night too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, I don't really want to shop. I mean, I haven't got any money. You won't... I can't exit. Should I just click on something?
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
I don't want it.
I'm afraid you don't have enough money.
I know! I'm not trying to buy anything!
Apologies, you can't afford that one.
Mr. Gripp, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Oh.
Why didn't you say so? Now, what is it you wanted to know?
Well, that's the introduction sorted out.
Can I get your full name?
Godric Gripp of Mr. Gripp's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room, for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Circuum-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
As well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kinda niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid, fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And he's given it a name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on. How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean. Then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I?
Okay.
Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Werman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Werman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sounds like a murder to me.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run into the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one. Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
Okay, why don't we work through suspects?
Before this thrilling little jaunt on the Mortuga submarine, I'd lived in Silkworm all my life. I worked for my father and eventually inherited his business. Gripp's Nautical and Aeronautical Precision Measurement and Navigation Instruments.
Snappy title.
I eventually trimmed the name down to just Mr. Gripp's Emporium. That was around the same time I hired young Cornelius here as a much-needed second pair of hands.
He's a stick. He does not have hands.
Yes, running that business was my whole life for many years. Slow, sometimes tedious work, but I was extremely good at it. I especially relished in the task of deciphering and restoring old maps. The more decrepit they were, the more I enjoyed it.
And now you live in the engine room of a submarine. Must be a big change.
Yes and no.
Let's ask about Mortuga.
He lived and worked in the inn opposite my emporium. I'd see him when I offered my custom at the inn, and in return, he'd come by my shop. As a sailor, Mortuga shared in my interest of nautical navigation. He even hired me for a job once.
Did he tell you he was planning to go live on a submarine?
I don't think he told anybody. After his disappearance, all I had was several largely unsatisfactory rumors. They said he disappeared into the sea, whatever that was supposed to mean. The first time I laid eyes on his eponymous submarine was when it rescued me from my fallen balloon. I can't tell you how surprised I was to see Magnus Mortuga step out onto the foredeck, although he wasn't quite the same man I'd known before.
How do you mean?
The light in his eyes was dulled, like he wasn't really there.
And what had happened to him?
Well, I'd never found out, but perhaps the rumors were true after all. Perhaps he had disappeared into the sea. There was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health and safety regulations.
Alright, who else? Worman.
I never got the details out of either of them, so I can't confirm this. But I believe Worman was invited onto the submarine by Mortuga himself.
Really? Why?
It's very strange. I can't for the life of me imagine why Mortuga would bring a journalist on board.
Worman's an author, not a journalist.
Well, he used to be a journalist. He wrote for the local newspaper. And I will say he doesn't seem to have lost the instinct to always be on the lookout for a story. I noticed Dirk seems to be trying to tell Worman what to write in his book.
Is he just trying to make sure Worman gets it done? Or is he trying to get him to write it in a certain way?
A little of both, I'd wager.
Maybe he's in league with Worman's publisher.
Dirk? That can't be right. If I recall correctly, he told me he worked for something called, Oh yes, thank you, Cornelius. Wit and Whimsy, that was it. But I'm not sure what
It's a movie production company. It's owned by Vincent Van de Peer. He's a director and producer.
Well, someone's well informed.
Vincent once went location scouting in the swamp where I worked as a gift shop sales clerk.
Of course.
What'd you make of old Dr. Zephyr? Not a fan?
There's been some speculation that his experiments may be dangerous or even harmful. Although it's hard to be sure, since he seems so reluctant to admit what they actually are.
You don't even know? I would have thought, since you've both been here for a while.
Well, yes, Zacharias was one of the only 2 souls aboard the submarine when I arrived, but he never made me feel especially welcome, and he certainly wasn't keen on me poking around his dream chamber. In fact, he always seemed somewhat wary of me, like my arrival was going to scupper his plans in some way.
I guess Zephyr and Mortuga weren't expecting anyone else to show up.
What about Clue?
Remarkable! There we are! Cornelius, look! I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
How come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical. But in truth, the balloon motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any aeronauts in Silkworm. Where on earth did you find this?
It was just lying around. Do you know what it is?
What I do know is that it belonged to Mortuga.
But you don't know what it was actually for.
I couldn't say with any academic certainty.
Godric Gripp's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Great name.
As well, this was shortly before the rebrand.
Why'd you decide to rebrand the shop?
You see, the news about the Silkworm Serpent put the town in a particular sort of mood. Interest in all things nautical adventure was on the rise, They put up that statue, we get tourists even.
So you capitalized on the zeitgeist.
Look at you, using the vocabulary. Inked on the back of this letter are cold, and it's detailing how, when, and where to find the Mortuga submarine. This Ibis person claiming to have information on Mortuga.
You know who that is?
No, Mortuga never mentioned anyone by that name. Not to me, anyway.
Well, we know. He's the editor of this newspaper.
Werman's still attempting to wrestle his grand opus into existence, is he? I rather thought he'd be done by now. I don't really deal in anything post-industrial revolution. Try Cynthia.
Oh?
Teenage girl, cell phone. Just seems like a natural fit, wouldn't you say? That's the captain, is it? And her accessories are a compass and a map.
So?
So they made her the navigator and the captain. Typical navigator erasure. There's some kind of pattern. It almost looks pictorial.
Does it mean something?
It might do. I imagine poor old Zephyr's been trying his best to figure it out. Aha! A crystal ball! Oh, how quaint. What's that? What's it for? Oh, the usual. Whispering questions into the great unseen beyond, hoping without hope to get a response.
Do you know if Zephyr made this himself?
He must have done. He didn't have it when I first got here. In fact, I'm pretty sure he measured Mortuga's head to get the shape right.
Interesting. So maybe he wasn't using it on himself.
Good heavens.
Something catch your eye?
Rumored to be lost at sea requires a special key. Is that right?
The mermaid's tongue? Do you know anything about it?
No, can't say I do. Based on this, I wonder if it may not even be real. After all, there isn't even a photograph. That's just a drawing. This is from a ship's sail?
I think so.
Did you sell sails? In your shop?
No, ship parts like that fell within the remit of the Drummond shipyard, a few doors down.
So what's the deal with this cauldron?
I've no idea.
Really? I figured you've been here a while. Surely Mortuga would have mentioned it?
He never did. Seems like he was keeping it secret.
From who?
From everyone.
Why would it need to be a secret?
Maybe he just wanted it all for himself. Yeah, whatever was in there, I mean.
It wasn't really Mortuga's modus operandi to be selfish like that. Quite honestly, it's more likely to be the exact opposite.
What, so keeping it secret was him being selfless, somehow?
Like if it was dangerous. He kept it hidden as a way of keeping you all safe.
Interesting.
Cornelius tells me he spotted Miss Silkmoth drawing this while she was in the mess hall.
What's it a drawing of, exactly?
Let's have a look, shall we? That symmetry, I assume? and she's sitting on the cauldron, facing a window.
We think Mortuga might have dropped this when he was killed.
You can think that all you like. Personally, I think it came from somewhere else.
If it wasn't dropped by Mortuga, perhaps it was dropped by the culprit?
Might have been neither.
You're suggesting this bottle made its own way into the crime scene?
Maybe.
Is that a sun?
Probably. Although it could be a wheel.
Oh, yes, wheel tablets.
Ah, yes. Can't really miss it, can you?
It's creeping me out, but I really want to know what it is.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it if I were you. Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom. Together they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set.
No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, I noticed that too.
The missing murder weapon. Classic.
Any idea where it might be, or what?
Not yet.
Let's see here. Nope. Doesn't say it anywhere. No based on, no inspired by.
Inspired by what?
True events. Look, then again, I suppose it is largely imaginary and mostly guesswork, and I'd imagine that gets him off the hook.
Right, let's have a look around his
I wonder
room,
if
shall we?
Mariana would let us take a closer look at that pipe of hers.
It can't hurt to ask.
Later. Let's keep looking around before they want us to go and do other stuff.
Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers. A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please peruse at your leisure.
Do not peruse.
A selection of some of my more... Please!
It's a big compass.
Broken compass that's in the process of being fixed. It was on display in Gripp's shop. Yes, this is the one that Cynthia would have asked him to do, isn't it? It's just holes and stuff.
Noisy, dangerous, confusing. Yep, it's an engine room.
I thought you were talking about me.
Gripp, can we take a look in the basket?
Yes.
Will you be getting out of the basket?
No.
A basket for a hot air balloon. It was hanging in the center of the engine room. Okay, it's got his face on it. What's that stuff? Looks a bit like a ship's wheel, but broken? Maybe? Well, let's ask him. I forgot to ask Mariana about the stuff in her room. Let's quickly ask him about the new stuff.
Okay, so you're not really an aeronaut, but you did own a hot air balloon for some reason?
For most of its life, it was just ornamental. We put it out the front of the shop as a billboard.
No wonder you crashed if you were trying to fly an ornamental billboard.
And then after you crashed it, you brought it inside the submarine?
You'd rather I just let it sink into the ocean? Besides, it's useful. Anytime I want to reread our company mantra, it's printed right there.
And anytime you wanted to check your opening times, they're right there.
Quite right.
Oh look, there you are, with the cane, as ever.
Of course, Mr. Gripp always has Cornelius Kane by his side.
But why? What's the point?
I don't know what to tell you. It's just my shtick.
Oh my god. What's with all the needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Gripp's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured, anyway.
Ah, thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass to be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
Weird, right? Okay, probably done here. There's something to do with a pipe there. This wants us to go back here. But I want to go and meet kind of the last cast member we haven't met yet. Well, we haven't met Silkmoth, but she wasn't in her room. So. Airlock Grotto. Alright, well, let's talk to her first, then we'll have a look around.
Hey, it's me, Madam Tadpole. Yep, that's my name. First question, go.
Are you a mermaid, or what's the deal?
Great question. Half mermaid. The top half, obviously. From the waist up, all mermaid. And as you can see, I have the legs of an ordinary human woman.
An ordinary human woman?
Who happens to be an Olympic-level swimmer.
Ah.
Second question, go.
So, Madam Tadpole, you're a professional swimmer? Or a professional mermaid?
I'm not a professional anything, not anymore. I'm done with all that.
Do you have gills?
Nope, it's a tattoo. Sorry to disappoint.
It's cool. Why'd you get it?
I've always been real good at holding my breath underwater, like scary good. The other kids used to call me Fish Girl.
Kids can be mean.
I'd say they had it right.
How come you're here on the submarine?
Okay, so I like to go diving. In the sea, deep.
Oh, like with an oxygen tank and a mask?
No. I don't use any of that stuff. Anyway, so one time I went too deep. I wasn't going to come back up. I was pretty much done for. Somehow Magnus found me, pulled me into his submarine. He brought me back. I owe him my life.
Wait, so are you from Silkworm? Were you living in the town?
Nope, I'm from far away.
Then how come you were diving into this bit of ocean?
Oh, well, yeah, I was visiting the town. For work.
What kind of work?
Performance art. Kinda. Like I said, I'm done with all that.
So, Mortuga saved you from drowning, and you just decided to stay?
It's where I belong. The ocean. I had my fill of living on land. I've got no interest in going back.
Looks like you've made yourself pretty comfortable down here.
Magnus offered me one of the bunk rooms, but I turned him down. And yeah, over time I turned the airlock into a nice little home for myself.
Where did you get all this stuff? The mirrors, the bottles.
Shipwrecks, shipping containers, you name it. If it falls into the ocean, I consider it fair game.
You go swimming out in the actual ocean.
Course.
Isn't it cold? And what about the water pressure?
What about him? That's for other people to worry about.
So, how do you get out into the sea? Or do you just go from up on deck?
See that hole in the middle of the room? Leads down into a big old water tank with a door that leads outside. I go out into the ocean every single day.
Jeez, I'm impressed.
Like I said, this is where I belong.
How long have you been living here?
I stopped worrying about times and dates. It doesn't mean much down here. But I know I arrived after Sim and before Dirk.
Do you get on with the other suspects?
Oh, sure. It's a nice group. I was closest with Magnus, though. He was one of a kind. I remember the sub did a weird kind of tilt. Don't know what it was, but anyway, it woke me up. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep, but I can't because now there's all these footsteps outside my room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look, and it's blood coming through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up.
You unlocked it? How?
By turning the wheel. So, okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go inside, and that's when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody. I look across to the aft deck.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep, glowing eyes, single horn coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess. Then it starts talking.
What did it say?
No idea. Alien language.
What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best demon we ever got.
Oh yeah, there was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard. Direct hit. Its head came off, pretty sure. I saw it fall into the ocean.
Suspect vanquishes demon with improvised javelin.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's too dark to see anything. I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Did you see anyone?
No. No. How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel something was out there with me. I don't know. Sorry.
Did you ever find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I did, actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
A mask?
Mermaid mask.
Like a full head mask, kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's, disappointing.
Tadpole, you didn't finish your statement.
Right. I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate. Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Gripp, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of new detail there, which was interesting. Let's ask about the suspects.
Miss Tadpole, you said you were an Olympic-level swimmer.
Oh, sure. They never let me compete, though. I got banned way back when I used to swim in regionals.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. They just decided I had certain physical abnormalities that made it unfair to the other swimmers.
That kind of sucks.
It's whatever. I never really cared about competing anyway.
So what did you do after you got banned?
Oh, left home, traveled, got a job, quit that job, traveled some more.
And, have you always been green?
Oh, you finally built up the courage to ask, huh? No, it was a reaction to some chemicals we used in a little water tank I used to swim in. The doctor said it's reversible, but I couldn't afford the treatment, so yeah, I'm green.
Not easy being green.
Now, when Werman got here, that's when things got interesting.
Why? Because he's a famous author?
Oh, no, I don't care about that. I don't read pulp literature.
Oh, right.
Then what's so interesting?
Okay, so, Werman's from Silkworm, just like Mortuga. And after he arrived on the submarine, Mortuga spent a lot of time talking with him.
Wait, you think they knew each other from before? From when they both lived in the town?
No, but I do think they share a connection.
Like maybe they have a mutual friend or something?
Something like that.
Then it seems like Mortuga would have wanted Werman on the submarine if he had something to gain from it, even if it was just information.
What information, though? What was Mortuga trying to find out?
I really liked him. He wasn't like anyone else I've met.
What did you like about him?
He was this great combination of super introverted and super proactive. Like you'd be complaining that you had a headache or whatever, and he wouldn't say a word. But then the next morning, you'd wake up and find painkillers beside your bed.
Wow.
Kind of creepy, sneaking into your room at night.
And where do you get painkillers on a submarine?
The point is, he actually cared about other people. Really, the only person he was hard on was himself.
Go on.
Well, for one, he never let himself leave the submarine, even if he wanted to.
Did he want to?
I think so.
Then what was stopping him?
I wish I could say.
So is she keeping it secret or she doesn't know? Odd way of phrasing that.
Dirk's got a little crush on me, pretty sure.
Cute.
He's a good egg, but he's not my type. I don't go in for the Boy Scout look. Now, if he grew a beard, then I'd be open for negotiation.
Sure, I could see that.
Sorry, could we maybe talk about something more relevant?
Yeah, Zephyr and I had a little falling out.
Over what? Something to do with his experiments?
In theory, I really don't care what he does in his lab. I just didn't like that he dragged Sim into it.
What do you mean?
When I first got here, Sim was working for Zephyr in the Dream Chamber.
What were they working on? Researching dreams, I guess?
Well, sure, that was part of it. They even had Mortuga as a test subject at one point.
They were researching Mortuga's dreams?
Look, it's not the dreams that were the problem. It's the communicating with spirits from the other world stuff.
Oh, like talking with the afterlife.
Zephyr's a grown man. If he wants to research that stuff, he's free to do so. But Sim's still young. I didn't want her getting misled, so I put a stop to it.
How?
I made Zephyr tell Sim he didn't need her anymore.
Ouch.
It's for the best. I know he used to run a shop selling compasses or whatever, but from what I gather, he knew it wasn't really his life's calling. Although he seems to have fallen back into it, so I don't know what's going on there. Creature of habit, I guess.
If Gripp didn't actually want to work in a shop, what did he want to do?
He wanted to be the navigator for the submarine.
He'd probably be pretty good at that.
Problem was, Magnus didn't need a navigator. Didn't want one.
What?
It's just, now that Mortuga's dead and there's a new captain.
You're thinking Gripp might finally get to be navigator? Under Cynthia?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think Gripp wants to be Cynthia's navigator. I think he wanted to be Mortuga's navigator. I couldn't believe it when she showed up. I swear this submarine is like some kind of giant sink strainer.
You know Mariana Moon from before?
Yeah, we've crossed paths. We very briefly both worked for the same guy.
What guy? Doing what?
Performance art. Mariana's act was storytelling.
What about?
The show I saw was about the history of Silkworm on Sea, with a focus on all the rumors and urban myths. This was before I'd even been there myself. She even mentioned the rumor of the Mortuga submarine, how she'd been in Silkworm looking for it.
What was the rumor?
Just that there was supposed to be this haunted submarine with a captain who got cursed to live underwater forever.
Sounds made up.
I know, right?
Interesting.
Gripp's got his brand figured out, huh? Kind of an 18th century vaudeville aeronaut vibe?
Even just the choice to use the word emporium.
Cynthia mentioned the ship's compass broke. Looks like Gripp's in the middle of fixing it.
Did Cynthia say exactly how it broke, or what was wrong with it?
She just said it was acting erratically. Silkworm on Sea. Let's see. Magnus, Gripp, Worman, Cynthia. Oh, and Sim. Those 5 are from the town. Or they lived there for a while at least.
You think they all knew each other from before the submarine?
Magnus and Gripp knew each other, I think. They lived opposite, see?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you find that?
Yeah, it was in Sim's...
Oh, we just found it lying around in a corridor. What is it?
It's Magnus's key. It unlocks his cabin.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, you just gotta push the iris, and the key pops out the back, see?
Good
That
info.
was kind of violent.
So, you need this to lock or unlock the captain's cabin.
Uh-huh. Magnus only locked that door on rare occasions, but whenever he did, he used this key.
And, the cabin is?
Down the hall from the parlor, at the very back of the submarine.
Ooh, looks like we've got a new room to go to.
Where did you find this?
Symmetry had it. Does it not belong to her?
No, it belongs to Magnus.
Just the front page? Or did he have the whole newspaper?
Just this one page.
Why is he so interested in Sim's old magic act?
He's not.
I wonder what else is on there. We'll have to have another look at that.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
You sure?
Never seen it before. What?
Nothing.
I really don't know why Worman brought that bulky old thing with him.
That's no way to talk about Dark.
Maybe the typewriter's got some kind of sentimental value.
It must do, otherwise he'd upgrade to something more modern. I don't doubt he could afford it. I kinda wish Dirk hadn't brought that onto the submarine.
Why?
Feels like it breaks some unspoken rule, having contact with the outside world. You know, I think I'd make a pretty good action figure. Maybe a bath toy with little legs that kick when you wind me up.
I'd buy it.
Any idea what Zephyr's keeping in this bottle?
Whatever it is, he dumps it into the ocean every single night.
What? What do you mean?
Every evening, he comes by the airlock and empties the bottle into the water tank below.
And the water tank leads out into the ocean.
Yeah, and then each morning he comes by with the empty bottle and fills it back up again.
Why? What's he doing?
I've never managed to work it out.
Whoa, okay. Interesting info. What's that big blobby thing?
That belongs to Sim, I'm pretty sure. It's something to do with her old magic act.
You might be right, but we found it in Zephyr's dream chamber.
Still? I told him to give all her stuff back. I'll have to have a word with him. This pattern looks a bit like a dream catcher.
What's a dream catcher?
It's something you hang in your bedroom window when you're a teenage girl.
Bingo.
I see. Do you recognize any of these objects?
The mermaid's tongue, rumored to be lost at sea.
You've heard of it? Tadpole?
Oh, no, not by name.
Maybe Zephyr was trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, maybe he was. I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He had it covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
All I can say for sure is that at one time, this cauldron spent several years underwater. Not just underwater, but in the ocean. I can tell by the growth of the barnacles and algae.
There's no growth on the inside, though. Or on the lid.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
But her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out. This was on the floor of the crime scene. Do you know what it is?
Poison, maybe?
We don't know that. We don't know what it is.
Doesn't make any sense for it to be poison. Magnus was killed with a blade, something sharp.
Right, but there wasn't anything like that at the crime scene.
Well, then it must be somewhere else. Turk tried to get me to take these. He's convinced we've all got a vitamin D deficiency. He said that's why everyone on the submarine is, in his words, moody and weird.
What?
I feel like I know what this is.
The thing in the painting. You've seen it?
Not seen it. More like felt it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Maybe even right now.
Should we be worried about this?
That's up to you. Magnus wouldn't bring this inside the submarine, but he didn't seem to want to get rid of it either.
So it must have some kind of purpose.
We already know what it does. We saw it on the way in. It shines a big green light so you know where to go to find the submarine.
Cynthia had to ask my help in writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, he didn't really like to talk about himself. So the main character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so, but Worman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle.
Okay. Well, let's have a quick look around here. Let's see what we find.
It's a diving helmet. One of those old, heavy ones.
You think it's a safe?
Nah, looks pretty dangerous.
A safe.
Oh!
Maybe. What we got? Oof. Okay. Rotate the diving helmet, tap on the dials to rotate them. have I got a reference? What are we trying to do here? Just match the symbols, maybe? So you got circle to circle, diamond to... Oh, there's not a diamond in this one. Maybe it's not circle. This has the triangle. Does this one have a plus? That one doesn't have a plus. Got a cross. Got a plus. Black diamond? Yeah, okay, we've got black diamond there. Cross. Cross means white triangle. So we've got a black circle on that. Okay. Much for that theory. Plus there, we do have a plus there, I guess. White triangle, and a white triangle. That all works apart from black circle to this, which doesn't have one. These just things though. That works. What's that one?
That's not it.
There are 9, and each one can be set to one of 4.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. That's just quite a lot of symbols. The problem one was here because this broke down fairly quickly otherwise. Circle didn't work. We had the triangle. Black circle plus. Okay, we got that works. Black triangle. You yeah, that works. We've got black triangle, smiley you thing. Ah,
There we
hey.
go.
Nice.
What's inside?
Okay. A rugged, blood-stained pocketbook hidden in the airlock. What was... It was 39. We don't know the current year, though, do we? I was wondering if it could be, like, his birthday. Do we know the current year? Anything that's got, like, dates on it. Yeah, we could ask her about it.
Hands off. It's mine.
What's this symbol on the front? Looks like someone scratched it in with a claw
WW,
or
it's like the
something.
production company.
None of your business.
How do you get it open?
You don't.
You don't know the code?
Oh, I know it. But you don't.
Is it your phone number? Your birthday?
Name of your childhood pet?
Sally, it's a number.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, come
Tadpole didn't give us the code for the pocketbook.
I noticed.
So what now?
Maybe someone else will know it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
How about this? If we ask everyone and nobody knows it, we can break it open.
Ooh.
I knew that would cheer you up.
Yeah, my theory is it's Tortuga's birthday, or birth year. Cynthia might know it, because Tadpole provided the date. they worked out his age from? I don't know. We haven't spoken to Cynthia yet.
Old glass bottles.
Looks like they've all been salvaged from the ocean.
Hey, this one has a message inside.
A glass bottle messily sealed with wax. A sheet of paper is rolled up inside. Curse in the cauldron. Interesting. A small room within the bowels of the ship. His lifeless body lies in the shadow of an ancient stone cauldron. The cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It has never been opened. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. And this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. And this morning, it is wide open. Then this symbol. Oh, well, that's just the open cauldron, the room, and the dead body. What the hell's this, then? Oh, we've got to ask her about that.
Where did you get this bottle from?
I found it in the ocean, like everything else in here.
When? Recently?
Yeah, this morning.
Was it near the submarine?
Of course, I never go too far out.
Are you gonna open it up?
No way, it's a message in a bottle. If I opened it, it'd just be a message and a bottle. Not nearly as interesting.
We're not going to talk about the fact that it describes the murder? I mean, I don't know quite where it leads, but I have a working theory that maybe this sort of locked room mystery was something Symmetry was working on as a magic trick. Like, if we look at the post...
I saw posters just like this
sorry,
up
we're
on the...
still asking her about stuff, aren't we? It's just...
I do kind of want to see what's on that piece of paper.
You can read it just fine.
But what if there's something on the back?
Huh. So what, you want to break it open?
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, I don't go around breaking your stuff.
Yeah, so if we look at the poster... So we've got the Grim Reaper in the reflection. With a scythe, good, bladed instrument used in the murder. She's there sitting on the cauldron, so we know it's in that room. I think we haven't spoken to Symmetry. I haven't seen Symmetry yet. It's to do with... I think she's making some kind of magic trick, but obviously he is dead, so something's gone wrong.
That's a big mirror.
It's the kind of mirror you'd walk through to get to Mirror World.
You've been to Mirror World? What's it like?
On reflection, it's not that great.
Duh.
Everyone's got a mirror in their room, I think. I wonder if that will come into it. Or if it's just, most people have mirrors, possibly.
Looks like a jellyfish.
It's 2 glass bowls and some seashells.
Right. But what does it look like?
Jellyfish.
Sally, how do you feel about swimming?
Nope, not happening.
Okay, interesting. It's like
It's a treasure chest. We can't reach it while it's underwater.
What a tease.
Okay, so maybe we have to drain the airlock somehow? Not quite sure.
It's a curved piece of wood.
Looks like it's from the hull of a ship.
It's a ladder. It doesn't go anywhere, though.
I imagine it's for lowering into the hole so you can climb down.
Oh.
Or, you could use it to display your collection of rusty jewelry.
Alright, okay. Well, let's come out of here for now. We're probably going to wrap things up pretty shortly. Let's just have a think about what we can do now, though. So we can get in here. This is the captain's ship, right? Cabin, right? And we have the key for it now. We probably want to check out the bilge first. There's something to do here, as we can see with the magnifying glass. We'll go back there at some point. There's something to do with checking her pipe in here, whatever that relates to. So there's still plenty to do. I mean, like I said, we haven't even met all the characters yet. Cynthia, I think, is either in this locked cabin or lurking in the control room, which was via the locked door there. But we can get in here now, as I said. I think we can. Zephyr is tied into a lot of shady stuff, it looks like with this mermaid's mask thing. But yeah, we'll start pulling on some of those threads next time. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game so far, the central mystery, any theories about what's happening. Like I said, I think certainly in terms of the setup, I think it was a magic trick Sim was working on. But clearly something's gone wrong, and the Mortuga's dead. Yeah, let me know any of your theories as well. Like I said, I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm just kind of guessing, really, based on a few of those hints. But yeah. And a big thank you to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dead Game. It's very appreciated, and if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and getting earlier access to my videos, that'd be awesome. Thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.